Hey again, everybody. This is Comic Book Hangover. It's Monday, later in the day on Monday than what I wanted to have this done. I was hoping to actually have this video filmed or recorded or whatever yesterday, but the problem is we had a bunch of storms come through Saturday night, and fortunately it wasn't as bad as what Kentucky got, but I mean we got some nasty winds here in Michigan, and there's a lot of power outages. We lost internet, which meant that I wasn't able to really do anything. I figured if I couldn't get the video online, then there was really no point in recording it. Plus, everybody was, people were trying, like my wife and my little boy were trying to get me to get the internet fixed because they, especially my little boy, he had to have the internet. But the good thing that came out of it actually was going hours without the internet. My little boy started to really enjoy watching cartoons. He watched, I couldn't tell you how Looney Tunes shorts he watched, and we also sat through the Looney Bugs Bunny movie. He loves him some Looney Tunes, which is great, because then I can show him how cartoons are supposed to be. They're not supposed to be educational. They're not supposed to be friendly. And they don't need to be vulgar and nasty. They could just be straight funny, which is what the Looney Tunes are. But that's a long-winded explanation as to why this video is as late as it is. Hopefully next week's videos will be timed a little bit better. So I do apologize for that. Now, as I've said before, these videos on Monday are going to be sort of my best of 2021 videos. So these are the books that I picked up myself for my collection, new books that really stood out to me, that I really liked. And last week I did regular covers, the regular cover books that I really liked. So this week I'm going to be doing variants, and variants. In one instance in my stack here is actually a second print variant. It's a second print, but it has a different cover to it. So now there's not going to be any particular order. There will be some repeat series. There is some favoritism because these are books that I picked up that I enjoyed. But these are all going to be variant covers, and all variant covers that I picked up in the year 2021. So we're going to start off with the top of the stack with Gwenom versus Carnage. This is from the King in Black event, one of the few books from that whole nonsense that I read, that I checked out. Actually, I don't think I read this one. I just got it because I loved the cover. This is the second printing for the first issue, and that is one hot cover. And actually, you know what? Let me pause this for a second here. All right, I wanted to pause this because, you know what? Inside the bag, it really wasn't doing it justice. So let's take it out of the bag and see if this will look any better. That is a hot cover. I don't know if this video is doing it justice. Probably not, because it looks absolutely amazing. It is a great cover, and it's, I don't know. I tend to be attracted to covers that have one color that's dominant. There was last week, there was the Batman Adventures Continue. They had a bunch of purple on the cover. This one was mainly because it was all red. I just really liked it. Next up, this is going to be from Dynamite. It's a series that I don't collect, but I'm just going to show it. This is Army of Darkness, 1979, issue 2. This is the Stray Dogs variant cover. And I'm not going to take all these out of the covers because it's out of the plastic, because it's really no point. But I love the Army of Darkness movie. The Evil Dead series is one of my favorites. Stray Dogs was a surprise hit of 2021. I mean, it was a great series. I was with it from day one, and then it seemed like after a minute, everybody else started to notice it and realize how great it was. But I grabbed this one because it is sort of an homage to the Army of Darkness poster, the classic Pose poster, with the Stray Dogs characters put in. Now, I don't read these the Dynamite Army of Darkness books for reasons, but I had to grab this one because that's classic stuff. That's some great stuff there. Next up, now this one came out just like that Gwenom one. This one came out really early in the year. This is the Batman Annual for 2021. Actually, this is Batman Annual number 5. It's kind of weird because they've got annuals coming out now, so there's like 2 annuals coming out this year. But this is the variant cover. It's another NEXTWAVE cover. I love Clown Hunter. He's a great character. I don't think I'd want him to have his own ongoing series, maybe a mini series or a one shot, or just show up in these Batman books every once in a while. But this cover I really like because this says a lot about how Batman and Clown Hunter interact with each other. I mean, Clown Hunter, he's willing to cross that line that Batman will never cross, and Batman's trying to keep him from crossing that line too much. He's already done it. He's already killed Joker's henchman, but Batman is trying to keep him from doing it. And that cover just kind of says it all. I love that cover. This is one of those covers, if I can get this on a poster, I would be very, very happy. Next up is a more recent one, Darkhawk number 3. This was... Now, the Darkhawk miniseries, I've loved this miniseries. I went into it really hesitantly, because we had a new Darkhawk, a new kid, new armor, new logo, new story, and I was really hesitant, but I was hopeful. I was cautiously optimistic about it, and I was surprised with it, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm really sad that it's only 5 issues because it ends in December, this month in December with issue 5. But this was the cover that I was waiting for. This is sort of an homage to Darkhawk number 1, the original Darkhawk number 1, and I was hoping that we would get this with the first issue, including the original logo for it. But I'll take what I can get when it comes to Darkhawk. I'll take what I can get because there's really not a whole lot out there for him. But that one, I was really happy with it. It was a nice pleasant surprise because Darkhawk books don't get homaged that very often. I know there was I don't know what the publisher is, but there's a book called Blue Flame, I believe, and the first issue of that did homage Darkhawk number 1, and I looked for that everywhere. I couldn't find it, but it's one of those books that's on my list, so at least I have something to look for when I go to a convention or whatever. Next up is going to be another recent one, and as I said, these are not in any particular kind of order. Batman vs. Bigby, A Wolf in Gotham, number 2. Just another amazing cover. Now, the Fables books, they're known for having great covers, and I'm glad that this is not really a proper Fables book. It is one of the more, actually, since Fables came out, this is only the second time they've crossed over that I can remember with a book that wasn't them. They had a crossover with The Unwritten, another Vertigo title from back in the day. But this is the only time that any of the Fables characters have crossed over with any of the DCU proper characters. So the book is great. It's nice to have these characters back. It's just Bigby and Cinderella in this one. It's great to have them back though. But this cover really shows Bigby and what he is all about. He is really a no-nonsense guy. He's been through a lot. He's been prosecuted, he's been hated, he's been loved, and he just doesn't put up with any crap from anybody, especially Batman. And I love, how you got Batman's cowl there and just Bigby just looking all kinds of pissed off. I love that. And then we've got Boom Studios, Mighty Morphin. I think, this is Mighty Morphin number 9, Virgin variant cover. Zed always makes a sweet cover. Now I know I had another Power Rangers book on my Monday list that had Zed on it, and this one here, man, I was only going to get the regular cover for it, but my LCS had this, and I looked at them both. I was like, which one do I get? Which one do I get? I was like, oh hell, I'm just going to get them both because this is just amazing. And this is another one of those covers I would love to have a poster for it because this is just amazing. We got Zed holding it's a hologram of Earth, but it's still Earth, and just it really shows how strong and how evil this guy can be. And I love it. I love the detail on it. I just love everything about this cover. It's just so awesome. And then we're gonna move on to this is Image. And this is going to go back. This is going to kind of tie in with a previous book, that Army of Darkness 1979. This is Stray Dogs, number 2, third printing, Evil Dead variant. Again, I'm a huge fan of the Evil Dead. When I saw this one coming out, I went ahead and just pre-ordered it. I should have pre-ordered 2, but live and learn, whatever. I'm really not in this comic book game just to make any kind of money. I'm not a flipper. I'm not an investor. I don't care about that sort of stuff. I just buy the books that I like. Although I probably should start kind of double dipping my books, but this is one of those. I don't know. I just loved how they did such an amazing job, and they did the same thing with the Friday the 13th variant, but they did an amazing job copying all the little things about the Evil Dead poster. I have it around here somewhere, but from the logo, from the review blurb up here, I mean, everything was just so spot on with this. Absolutely loved it, and I do kind of wish I had another one of these that I could hang it up on my wall. But this one I might, I've been thinking about setting this one in to get graded just because it's just so amazing, and I would love to have it up on my wall. Next up, going back to Marvel. Actually, spoiler alert, these next three are Marvel books. These last three. This is going to be the Black Knight, Curse of the Ebony Blade, #2, variant cover, Ron Lim cover, and this is the Elsa Bloodstone. I've been a fan of Elsa Bloodstone since she was introduced in the Bloodstone miniseries way back when. And then when she was in NEXTWAVE, I love NEXTWAVE. NEXTWAVE was one of the last books that Marvel put out that showed that they could have a sense of humor about their whole everything. And it was so much fun. She became really her own character. Before that, she was blonde and she was somewhat not British. But then in this one here, she's full. When she was reintroduced in NEXTWAVE, she was full on British. She was redhead. She was fully put together the way we know her today as Elsa Bloodstone. And really, it's kind of like DC's Lobo. When Lobo was first introduced, he had that god awful purple and orange jumpsuit. And then he was reintroduced, I think, in 1991 as the character we know today with the leather and the chain and the smoking and just the attitude. So Elsa Bloodstone sort of followed that template. I didn't read this series. I didn't realize she was in it. I kind of want to go back and grab the full issues. I'm not a fan of Black Knight. I couldn't care less about the character. But Elsa Bloodstone, I love this lady. She's an amazing character. If you're not familiar with her at all, I would recommend going out and getting the NEXTWAVE books. And actually, as a matter of fact, here we are. NEXTWAVE, you can get. It was only a 12-issue series, which was a criminally short run, but in another sense, the concept probably would have gotten stale had it continued, although a new miniseries would be great. But they did reprint them in 2 trades. There is, I don't think they even had names. Oh, I Kick Your Face, and This Is What They Want. So This Is What They Want is the first 6 issues, and I Kick Your Face is the second 6 issues. So you can get the entire run that way, or you could just go out and buy the Ultimate Collection, which is what I wound up doing, and this has the entire run of NEXTWAVE in it. The only thing you're not going to get is a Crayola Butchery variant, but that's fine. So that's how much of a fan of NEXTWAVE I am. I went out and bought all the trades for it. Great character. I cannot recommend NEXTWAVE enough. If you're looking for something that's going to crack you up, NEXTWAVE is the book. Anyway, moving on. Dark Hawk. This is the Heart of the Hawk 30th Anniversary Edition one-shot. And I thought this was a Mike Manley cover when I first saw it because it so looks like the way Darkhawk was drawn in the original series early on, and I was just so happy with it. But I know we've got this new Darkhawk and he's got a new look and everything, but there's just something endearing about the original look, and the original logo. But it is what it is. I love this cover. It's very old school. It captured what I wanted the character to be. It brought back a lot of great memories about the character. I enjoyed the one shot, and it's just nice. It was nice to have some new Darkhawk stuff, And speaking of welcome back, Cotter. Earlier this year, there was a Ghost Rider Return of Vengeance. Now, the Return of Vengeance one shot was originally going to be, if I remember right, the Ghost Rider annual for 2021. But then, pandemic happened, and we got screwed out of another Ghost Rider series. So they did that. They did the Vengeance story that was going to be in the annual as its own one shot called Return of Vengeance, and Ron Garney did one of the variant covers. I got all the covers for this one, and this was the one that I loved the most because this is how Ron Garney drew Vengeance back in the day. And when he was on the book, when he was drawing Ghost Rider and he was drawing Vengeance, it was great. I mean, really, The only person I really liked more than, I mean, there was Mark Texier and Javier Sarteris, knocked it out of the park. To me, they're the definitive artists for this run of Ghost Rider. Andy Kubert did a great job as well. Just amazing stuff. I mean, the series had a great run of artists, but Ron Garney did an amazing job. I have a print, a Ghost Rider print that he had done. I picked it up at a show that I went to a couple of years ago, but I had to have this one. It's just, this is Vengeance. I know he looks a lot different now, but this is the way he looked when he was first introduced. He was basically Ghost Rider's version of Venom, just sort of like the anti-Ghost Rider originally. Now he's sort of an anti-hero. In this one here, he was in hell and he was dead and all this fun stuff. But it was nice to have Vengeance back, if only for just a one shot. So, and that's it. Those are the 10 variant covers that, I mean, there's a whole bunch of them that came out this year that really stood out to me, but narrowing it down to 10 was a very hard thing to do. But I managed to do it. I might end up having to do more of these videos just because there's so many great covers that came out, in 2021 that I got. I mean, I can't imagine what everybody else got, because I mean, I know there's guys and gals out there. You guys get all the variant covers. You get all the covers for all these issues that come out, and I applaud you for being able to do that. I can't afford it. So I only buy, generally just buy one copy of everything. But that's it. Those are my variant covers, the top 10 that I wanted to spotlight that I picked up in the year 2021. And so we're going to end this video and we're going to talk about, what am I going to talk about now? Thursday, weekly haul, weekly review video. I think it's going to be kind of small this week because I did get quite a few books last week, but I don't think I got a lot coming out this week. So it's gonna be kind of weird. It's been a while since I've had a tremendously small week, so I may try out some new stuff. I might grab some new books and just to have something. And as always, if you've gotten this far in this video, and if you like what I'm doing, if you like my content or whatever you want to call it, I'm doing on this goofy little channel of mine, please like the video. I enjoy getting likes. It's been it's fun trying to get them. So like the video, comment down below what are some of the variants that you like that you got this year. If you any of these ones, some of your favorites. I mean, just let's get the conversation going. So like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. That's awesome. Hit that notification button, because at some point I'm going to be able to get my act together and get these videos done ahead of time, so those notifications will come in handy. And of course, share the video. And that's it. So we'll see everybody next week, this Thursday, with a new weekly haul, weekly review video. And then next week with another best of 2021. I'm not quite sure what it is I'm going to do this next week. I'll have that figured out by Thursday, and I'll make the big announcement then. So everybody have a great day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Thursday.